And do you have any side effects?
No, I don't have any side effects.
Do you have any?
I don't have any.
Can you feel it?
I can't feel it. Is it?
What kind of advantages do you have?
I can't really say.
Can you predict outcomes?
I can't really say.
Would you be willing to demonstrate?
Yeah. I'm willing to demonstrate. Yeah. Well, I can't really start saying right.
Hi.
I have a Neuralink device that's implanted under my skin.
What is that? What advantages do you have?
I could still move the mouse with my mind. It's gonna be black.
Welcome back with another banger. Hit that like, sub it up, don't react, bounce. Hit that like, sub it up, don't react, bounce. Y'all feel me? Let's run it.
My name, it's not too important.
We're gonna hear some beats.
What I'm about to tell you, it's extremely important. I'm one of the first people to get a Neuralink implant in my skull. If you guys can see and don't really know what a Neuralink is, it's kind of like an electronic chip from Elon Musk embedded in your skull. At first it was kind of like a Fitbit, kept track of vital signs, stuff that was going on in my body. Eventually it's gotten to a point where I can move a mouse
Just keep looking straight ahead.
without even touching a computer. I can connect, I can download, I can transfer information. I'm not the only person that has one of these now.
I did.
And now we can communicate. This is what's going to happen for the rest of the world. Eventually, this technology will be, maybe not in you, your kids, your grandkids. This is what's coming next.
Half man, half machine. Shout out to Real Shapeshift, who officially released his video 12 weeks ago. Got the whole internet on a buzz right now, claiming he's one of the first Neuralink patients who got chipped. People saying it's the mark of the beast. People saying it's AI. We're gonna go down this deep dive and get to the bottom of it. Is this dude real, or is he just chasing clout? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below.
Glance, guys, it looks like just an electrical box. But zoom in, see the antenna? That's a Yagi, high directional, used for long-range data transmission. This isn't just monitoring electricity. It's built to collect and beam out frequencies, not just Wi-Fi, your biofield, your nervous system, your heartbeat, your resonance signature. This is a node, one of thousands. It watches, it logs, and most people walk right past without even a second thought. Pay attention, guys. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Glance, guys.
Did you know that the chainsaw was originally invented to assist in childbirth? I didn't until someone commented it and sent me down a rabbit hole. So now I'm telling you guys. Before C-sections existed, they did something called a I can't pronounce it, I'm throwing it up on the screen. A highly dangerous, highly painful procedure to help get the baby out. What exactly did they do? What exactly is this? This is where doctors had to cut through ligaments, cartilage, and even like pelvic bone stuff to help get the baby out. And now at first when they started doing this, they didn't do it with the chainsaw. They did it by hand with little knives and scalpels. It took a long time and was extraordinarily painful, and honestly, it killed a lot of people. Where does the chainsaw come in? Well, these doctors needed a faster way to get to cutting, so they invented the chainsaw, where they could cut through these ligaments faster. By the way, we're talking back in the 1700s right now. And in the late 1700s is when they came up with the chainsaw situation. The first medical chainsaw, since, you know, it's back almost 200 years from now, wasn't powered by battery or electricity. It was a hand crank chainsaw. So if you could just put that picture in your head. Sorry, let me correct myself. The cutting of the knife was in the 1700s. The chainsaw came in the 1830s. How did we get to where chainsaws are today, though? In the late 1800s, wood people, what the hell do you call a wood person? Oh, person chopping wood, man. They saw these machines they were using in the medical field and were like, yeah, that can cut up bodies. That could definitely cut up wood. So that is where the birth of our normal chainsaw comes from.
I believe the wood cutting people are called arborists. I could be wrong. Shout out to Kaylee C's Dead People. This is wild. A chainsaw. My God. This is definitely some weird history. Is this how they delivered babies back in Tartaria? Whoa.
Messed up animated movies ever made. Like, this thing is seriously creepy. This is day 7 of sharing some of the strangest animated movies from the 2000s. And for the final episode of this series, I thought I'd share one of the most bizarre animations I have ever seen. This is Christian Segovsky's Blood Tea and Red String. So the film starts with this group of wealthy white mice who commission a beautiful doll from these strange creatures who live underneath a tree. But once the doll is finished, the creatures become too attached to give her up. So the mice steal her during the night and carry her away. And from there, the film follows these creatures as they set out to get her back, moving through this seriously strange fairy tale world that just keeps getting darker and more unpredictable the further they venture. And I honestly can't quite explain why this film got under my skin so much. Like, maybe it's the really weird sound design, or maybe it's the unsettling juxtaposition between the fairy tale visuals and the graphic nature of the film. Because it all looks so small and delicate and like, I don't know, innocent isn't really the right word for it, but there's just this bizarre sort of deception to this film that really makes my skin crawl. This is one of...
Block, right?
A Neuralink device that's implanted under my skin.
What is that? What advantages do you have?
I can't really say.
Can you predict outcomes?
I can't really say.
Would you be willing to demonstrate?
Yeah. If he's willing. I'm going to show you how to predict the outcome of a spin.
He's getting every number right. I don't know how he does it.
Do you work for them?
Do you think casino owners are worried about this?
They should be. I mean, if somebody figures out how to cheat with this thing,
You said you've done it how many times in a row?
it's the end.
I don't know what's going on.
Of
I don't know what's
casino.
going on. This is, I've been in the casino business 25 years. I've never seen anything like this.
Maybe I can see the ball.
Can you?
I don't know. Maybe I can see it before it drops, but I'm not using it.
Are you not using it?
No, I'm not. I'm just here to have fun. That's good. I'm not here to win money. I'm just good. I'm not here to have fun. I'm just here to have fun.
My man just chilling in the casino with his shirt off, with the Samoan tattoo. Shout out to Surreal Shapeshift. I wonder if these are casino owners. They're smiling, but I'm sure they're worried if this is true. Guess he's saying he took his shirt off so he wouldn't get strip searched. Does this dude even blink? I don't know. Still on the fence.
Adelante. Esa fuerza de este pentagrama. Cárguense de energías. Qué bonito. Yo puedo, yo quiero en esta fiesta de mi señor Lucifer Satanás.
Dave just came out to tell me he broke into a void. It was really strange. We thought it might be a slip slope crack, but I came in to take a look, and there's a tool in there. Now I'm over in the squeeze cheese. This tunnel's about 2 feet high. We surveyed it, but it was just kind of a temporary thing. So let's see if we can find this hole. Well, this is definitely the hoe that I saw from the other side. There it is. There's a hole in the wall. That must be it. And there's Dave.
Fucking hell, tell Dave to move back a little bit because I've just absolutely pooed myself, mate. What's he sitting there like that for? What's he lying there like that for, staring into the hole?
What is that? What advantage?
And do you have any side effects?
No, I don't have any side effects.
Do you have any?
I don't have any.
Can you feel it?
I can't feel it. Is it? I was able to do it, and then I did it.
And how long did that take you?
That took me about a week.
And then you went home and
I practiced at home.
And so what do you think the biggest benefit of this is?
The biggest benefit is that it's going to help people with spinal cord injuries and people with Parkinson's disease and people with epilepsy and people with depression, anxiety, and all these different things. I could still move the mouse with my mind.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I had. It's actually pretty cool.
Is it like a chip?
It's a small chip, yeah.
So I'm curious about the device itself, you know, the actual, how long did it take you to get used to it?
It was a process, you know, it took a few months to really get comfortable with it, but now it's just part of me, in my head.
Can you show us?
Can you show me where?
Right here. So the future is going to be amazing. We're going to be able to do so much more.
Shout out to Real Shapeshift. According to the community note, it says, this appears to be an AI generated skit by the user. In addition to general signs of AI, after a review of the user's profile, there are no poorly placed scars or evidence of healing from an implant in any of the user's other skits. That said, Neuralink is a real company owned by Elon Musk and trials remain ongoing. So, could he have had some type of surgery and now using the scar to claim that it's a Neuralink implant for clout? I think somebody need to get this man on a Joe Rogan podcast.
My Backrooms inspired short film has been seen over 30 million times across the internet. The concerning part is how many people think it's a real video of a girl going missing into a portal back in 2001.
How many of you still remember this video, the one where a woman was trapped forever in a different dimension?
Video where she placed two mirrors together and something really strange happened.
Created a portal to a secondary location in another time.
Went down to a parallel universe. Dog.
Hundreds of videos, blog posts, and conspiracy forums have been circling this video for years now. A lot of people do think it's fake, but they still believe that it was shot back in 2001. A lot of people think the whole thing's AI generated, and a scary amount of people think it's a real story. The truth is, it was shot right here in my bedroom back in 2023, not with a camcorder, but with my Sony a7 III. The handheld camcorder shots are filmed through fake mirrors and some strategic whip pan hidden cuts, while the Infinite grocery store was built in Blender using a bunch of 3D scans from my local Walmart. It's one of my favorite projects I've ever worked on. I pinned it here if you want to watch the full original.
Wow, this girl is a genius. I reacted to many of them videos. Thought it was from 2001. Thought it could be real. Shoutouts to Haley Tutt, exposing how the backrooms were made. So I always wondered how they was able to create those liminal spaces. Fascinating. And I know you recognize some of those creators. So, with that being said, I guess we gotta be more mindful to what we digest when it comes to this content creation.
This is the funeral of Margaret Bell. She passed away at 81 or 82 years old. She was a beekeeper. And in tradition of the beekeepers, her son Colin went to the hive. He knocked on it 3 times and announced to all the bees, "Your mistress is dead." He then went to the funeral, and what happened next is unexplainable. It's supernatural. They saw tens of thousands of bees swarm over like a cloud above the funeral and hovered and followed the funeral all the way to the burial site, hovered over the burial site. And after the funeral was done, the bees dispersed. Scientists have tried to say this was a pheromone trail and that this was coincidental. Now, this doesn't mean that the bees had great understanding and recollection of who their carekeeper was. This doesn't mean that when they announced that, some kind of way they grasped it and mourned for her. This doesn't mean that science is always trying to explain away the supernatural. No, this doesn't mean that at all. Then they had the most profound harvest from that beekeeper, that place with honey. They had a harvest that was unlike anything they have recorded in history from their family honey farm. The son grabbed a jar from that harvest after she passed and put it on her burial site. Now, I think this is very interesting to gain just a little bit of insight into the world of connection to animals. Understood animals and misunderstood animals, and how a beekeeper's connection with bees can display the glory of God.
That is wild. Now that's a connection. I hope nobody try to trespass on her property. Shout out to Miles B47.
So I got a theory on who's going to win the NBA Finals, and it's all in this matrix grid. 7'4" French alien is averaging 38 points and 14 rebounds in the playoffs. The script was written before the season ever tipped off, and once you see the symbols, you'll never bet against the house again. Wembanyama is not a basketball player. He's a piece of programming. The same week he was drafted, Mike Pence stood at the Heritage Foundation and confirmed Space Force as the operational arm of disclosure. The slow rollout of the alien narrative designed to make humanity accept the external threat that we did not vote for. Wemby is the soft launch. He is the Satyrian algorithm walking, the literal alien archetype dropped into the most televised ritual in America. And the script demands that he loses. Why? Because the harvest needs you to believe that humans are still in control. And here's what the Knicks are. They're the human counter program. The alien must be defeated on the floor, so you keep giving your loose, your spiritual, emotional energy to the raw biological fuel that the Archons feed on, to the system that pretends to protect you from the very thing it created. Now, look at Madison Square Garden. James Dolan has built the largest privately operational facial recognition surveillance grid in North America, deployed at Madison Square Garden, and it's even mirrored at the Sphere in Las Vegas, which is his. They sold it to you as security, and it's not security. It is the all-seeing eye. Every face scan, every biological condenser, the human body itself acting as a manifestation tool that condenses unseen energy into physical reality, is being tracked, indexed, and being looped back into a closed Masonic observation system. We call it the Trap of 12, the 12-dimensional cage of the cranial nerves and the clock hours and the disciples. It requires constant measurement to stay locked in. Dolan is the high priest holding up this mirror. So, here is your application. Do not give them your loose, your spiritual energy. Do not watch the games drunk on Team Allegiance, screaming at the screen, bleeding emotion into the grid. Watch it sober. Watch as a witness, and then hack the simulation. The script demands the Knicks win. The Archons wrote the ending, and you are allowed to read it, cash the ticket, refuse the harvest, take the money. Thank you, and I love you. So I got a theory on
text my homie and tell him congratulations. He's a true Knicks fan. Shout outs to New York. I could definitely see it being a harvest ritual, especially with all the loosh, with drunk people screaming at the screen. Shout out to Abundance 10,000. Will the Knicks get their revenge from 1999 because of this soft disclosure? Okay, what AI is he using? You gotta be using Claude or something, because this stuff is better than Sora. Shout out to the real Shapeshift. Did he pull up on the Tesla headquarters? I don't know what's going on here. I'm really confused. And something definitely feels off. Is this the mark of the beast? A lot of people saying it's the mark of the beast. A lot of people saying it's AI. The fact that we're talking about it is what's wild.
This isn't just a neighborhood cell site. This is a carrier aggregation hub. We have two separate macro stations running a dual mesh. Notice the rectangular panels at the top? Those are massive MIMO arrays running FR1 C-band and FR2 MM wave. In the 2026 spec, those towers are using 64T, 64R architecture. That means 64 transmitters and 64 receivers per panel. They are factorizing the spatial coordinates of every node in a 3-mile radius simultaneously. Here you got the baseband units. This is the brain of the local tower. It contains the fiber optic backhaul that sends your field data back to the Palantir style data centers.
Sound like he talking about that Sabrina Wallace. Shout out to Sidru 369. Definitely eye-opening.
There's a rule in Hawaii that a lot of people who grew up there know by the time they're old enough to be outside after dark. If you hear drums, you have to stop. Step off whatever path you're on and get low, face down. And whatever happens next, don't look up. And there's a second part to that rule that doesn't get mentioned as often. If you hear a voice you recognize, someone who's been dead for years, calling your name from the dark and asking you to come with them, never answer. Because if you do, you probably won't be coming back. And we will come back to why. So in Hawaiian, Huakaipo means night journey. Most people outside of Hawaii call them just the night marchers. So basically they are the spirits of ancient Hawaiian warriors, and they move in procession along trails that have existed for centuries, through valleys, along coastlines, across lava fields. They walk those trails at night. And they have been doing this, according to oral tradition, since long before Western contact. And by most accounts, they are still doing it now. This has been documented across the Hawaiian archipelago, passed down through families and recorded by researchers and oral historians. The people who tell these stories are not describing something they read about. They are describing something that actually happened to them or to someone they trusted. So we're going to talk about what the night marchers are, where they came from, and what happens when someone encounters them. Before we get into the accounts, you need to understand the world this came from. For centuries before Western contact, Hawaiian society operated under a system called kapu. The word means forbidden, set apart, untouchable. It governed nearly every aspect of daily life. What you could eat, where you could walk, who you were allowed to look at. At the top of that system were the ali, the ruling chiefs. They were not simply political leaders. They were believed to carry immense spiritual power, called mana, passed through divine lineage. And their presence alone was considered dangerous. In some chiefdoms, if your shadow fell across a chief's body, you could be executed. If you looked directly at certain chiefs, the punishment was immediate. Because of this, when the ali traveled between islands and temples, they often moved at night. And when they moved, they didn't move quietly.
That's crazy. I hear The Rock talking about mana all the time. Very interesting. Shout out to Hawaii. Shout out to Bat Beast for breaking this down. The night watches. Better watch out. They're either protecting or defending. Fascinating.
You wanna know what it is? It's Bayer owning Roundup. It's Vanguard and BlackRock. It's 6 years of no indictments. It's missing scientists. It's agendas. It's a maniac. It's a maniac running this shit show into the ground while gaslighting the public the entire time. It's so many things. It's private equity. It's being taxed into oblivion. You want to know what really takes the cake? You want to know the cherry on top? It's that if all the people who just said, we can't do that, the government will do this, just fucking did it. If everybody who said, oh, we can't do that, just did it, there would be change. There would be noticeable change. Nepal did it. Gen Z did it in Nepal in 48 hours. I mean, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? What happened? Your balls drop off? I'm tired. Change your withholdings. File exempt. 1099, don't file. Take your money out of the bank. Sure, they'll print more, but guess what? Just invest it in gold and silver. Start doing something, people. The longer we wait, the harder it gets. The more control they have. And they've got just about all of it. It's time to take it back.
When the Joker starts making sense, that's when times are gonna get scary. Shout out to the Joker of TT. Got him, and now we got the other guy with the Neuralink. Yo, I think this may be one of my most wildest videos today, for sure.
Kind of like what you see.
That's so scary. It's real, bro. I don't think it's real. But yo, how do you do that?
Yo, come check out dude's eye, man. It's just crazy.
Oh my God! Did you see that?
Oh my god.
Oh my God! Did you see that?
Oh my God! Did you see?
Crazy. Oh.
And that's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed the deep dive. If you enjoyed this video, please consider to give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Shout outs to all the reactors. Thanks again. Till next time.